Well, hello there, my little RTHD world. How's everybody doing out there? Welcome to Wednesday, July 1st, 2020. Yes, we are in July. Happy hump day. Happy new month. Yeah, you right, dog. This is Road to Happy Destiny with Coach Bear. I am Coach Glenn the Bear, coming to you from Casa 1500 in Metairie, Louisiana. Today is Season 5, Episode 9 of RTHD. And if you're thinking to yourself, I haven't seen any episodes the last 3 days. Did I make a mistake? No, you did not. You did not. I did not do a video on Sunday. I took a little day trip to Waveland, Mississippi, and Bay St. Louis, Mississippi. Monday and Tuesday, I worked throughout the day. And was just a little tired when I got home, and I just didn't pump out a show. So I am so excited to be back with you all today, and in the beginning here of July, right? And having Road to Happy Destiny move on yet again. So here we go. Let's start with the long version of the Serenity Prayer, which I shall read at this time. Here we go. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference, living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time, accepting hardship as a pathway to peace, taking as Jesus did this sinful world as it is, not as I would have it, trusting that you will make all things right if I surrender to your will, so that I may be reasonably happy in this life and supremely happy with you forever in the next. Amen. Man, it feels good just to say that prayer with you all out there in the RTHD nation. So it's good to be back. I'm very excited. We are in the Q squared phase or season of RTHD, the quality question. And today's quality question comes to us from a friend of ours, a friend of the programs here, Monique, aka M squared. Yeah, I said it. Thank you so much, Monique, for being a loyal follower of the program and for submitting questions. So I'm excited about this today. And thanks again, Monique, for your question. Here we go with the quality question, the Q squared. First of all, she mentions self-acceptance and awareness have been a part of the RTHD journey. And she's absolutely correct. For me, starting this series, starting these episodes, was all about self-awareness, was all about accepting not only who I am, but where I am at that point in my life when I began doing RTHD. So, it really has been mentioned in all of these 89 episodes, number 89 being today. We don't have the consecutive streak anymore, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. Some kind of weird thing in my brain, my little OCD component wishes that this was 89 straight episodes and 89 straight days, but it's just not. I took a day off about a week or so ago and 3 days off just recently. So we're back here on this Wednesday, July 1st, kicking off a new month, and I'm re-energized. Sometimes, and I know I'm going off away from the question, but I want to explain something too. Another reason for the 3-day break was just not, I don't know, feeling like people aren't watching the show and all that. And I know I'm doing this for me, but can I get by with not doing it? And a couple of things came to light during these 3 days. Number one, just yesterday morning in a meeting, somebody said, "Coach, I just started watching your videos. I love them." So that's a new viewer who's just turned on to the videos. So that gave me instant energy to get back to the videos. And also, I really did miss them. But again, getting back from Mississippi Sunday, getting back from work yesterday evening and the day before, Monday evening, I don't know. I just didn't have it to do a show. So I do have it now. I'm very excited to be back. And let me continue with M squared's question now. Since self-acceptance and awareness have been a part of the RTHD journey, it's been a road, right? The road to happy destiny. what are 3 words you would use to describe yourself? I'm guessing she's asking me for these 3 words. All right. And so fair enough. I've got 3 words and I've got a little explanation for each, which I'll go into right now. First of all, I'm not going to break this down into 1 word. I'm going to break it down into a 3-word phrase. I am me. Okay? I am me. And what does that mean? Well, it means a couple of things. With all of these life experiences, I am today exactly where I am supposed to be. Okay? Could I be in a different place? Yeah, possibly. And one never knows. But the bottom line is, throughout my life experiences, especially in these past couple, 3 years that have been a little bit bumpier, right? And about 4 months ago, which got real bumpy, I am where, if I trust in God, okay, and I do, you don't have to, and I do, then I am me. I am where I'm supposed to be, and that is, I'm still trying to figure this out, right? I'm still trying to figure it out. I know I want to be on a road to happy destiny, which is why I started the program, which is why I started living a RTHD type of life, a way of life, all the things in the 89 episodes that I have talked about that you all have listened to. So, I am who I am, and I am where I'm supposed to be. So I've got some exciting things coming up. I'll get to that in just a few shakes of a lamb's tail. But first of all, I am me. I am who I am, and I'm supposed to be who I'm supposed to be, with this little asterisk. With self-awareness, or through self-awareness, okay, and through acceptance, or with acceptance, I need to continue to be a work in progress, right? I can't just say, well, what's happened, I'm me, I am who I am, and this is who I am, and take it or leave it. No, with in here, knowing that I want to get better each and every day, and I want to live a road to happy destiny, okay? So that's 1. 2, I put down motivated, okay? And I am going to explain this as I'm motivated to live an RTHD lifestyle. I've talked about change in things, change in lifestyle change in me that have occurred during these 89 episodes in these 90-something days and for the few weeks prior to beginning the show. I have become motivated to live a different lifestyle. And that lifestyle is to be filled with things that when you hear these types of words, you say, oh yeah, well, everybody wants that. Well, I want to be happy. Well, everybody wants to be happy. Well, I was not. No matter what. When things were going well, I wasn't happy. I want to be happy. And that takes daily work. And if I live for today and try to be happy today, I will be happy. Because I can't worry about tomorrow and I can't worry about what has happened in the past. I want to live in gratitude. I want to be appreciative of things, and I'm motivated to live this way now. I remind myself each and every day of what I have to be grateful for, and so I'm much more motivated. Doing this show has been a motivation for me to, when something happens later on after the show, think to myself, you know what? I just talked about this earlier in the day. Why don't you follow what you talked about? And so it keeps me on my toes. It keeps me realizing that, these simple concepts of, I want peace, I want serenity, those are things that I have to work for. So in order to work for it, you have to be motivated. It's like a friend of mine says all the time, you belong to a health club, a gym, and you've got all these weights at your disposal, and you go into the health club every single day, but you never touch a weight. Well, you're not going to see a whole lot of progress. So you got to be motivated to touch those weights, right? Well, that's what I'm motivated to do. All the things that I sit in front of you, in front of this phone, and talk about on RTHD, Road to Happy Destiny with Coach Bear, I'm reminding myself that I'm motivated to live this type of way. So that's a word right there, motivated. And finally, third, I'm going to go with, I'm generous with my time. I really am. If by doing these videos, I'm helping one other person or other people, that's great. That's generous with my time. I have roommates. I often give them rides to and from places. That's being generous with my time. If somebody asks me for a pitching lesson or a fielding lesson or a hitting lesson, I'm generous with my time. So I feel like I'm generous with my time, and I look forward to helping others. There are 2 different meetings that I serve as a chairperson for every Tuesday and every Friday. And I've been doing this for about 6-7 weeks or so. And so that's volunteering of my time. Would I go to those meetings anyway? Yeah, I sure would. But, I get to kind of run the meetings, which I love to do. I enjoy it. It really helps me out, and hopefully it helps others out in attendance. So, being generous with my time I feel like that describes me. So, what are 3 words that describe me? The little phrase, I am me. I am who I am. Okay? Meaning that, I'm where I am on Wednesday, July 1st, 2020, exactly where I need to be and where I should be. Okay? I am motivated to live an RTHD type of life and practice the things that are discussed in this program, on this series. And, certainly I try to be generous with not just, with what I can be generous about. I'm not in a position where I can be financially generous, but I can be generous with my time. I can be generous with if somebody needs just to talk. I can be there for anybody. So that's what I think describes me. And I think a large reason for me being where I am today is that I've had all these experiences. I have a lot of life experience. I have a lot of things I can share with people, a lot of different avenues that people haven't experienced. When we say, oh, I feel so sorry for so-and-so, he or she is going through this. Some of us have no idea what they're going through. A lot of times I do. Oh, does that make me better than anybody else? No. If I want to get 100% honest with you, you would not believe some things that I've had the opportunity to experience in the last 3 years. I've got a chance to really experience living with people that if some of the things they're dealing with on a daily basis, you wouldn't believe. So it's just I'm just telling you, I've had an opportunity to experience life through a different set of eyes, and that is when you're with people and you get a chance to experience alongside of them as they experience things. And, you can't put a price tag on that. And you can't just say, oh, I bet I know what that's like. No, if anybody ever wants to talk about anything and you think, well, he wouldn't understand, try me. We'll see, because I think I would. All right. Finally, what are you grateful for today? What am I grateful for today? I know I didn't ask everybody to break out their into action handy dandy notebook or writing utensil and open up to a brand spanking new page. If you'd already done so, that is great. If you want to do so now, that's fine. So you can jot down maybe things discussed in today's episode, or if you want to write down, what you're grateful for today. So while you do that, I'm going to share with you what I'm grateful for today. I'm grateful for the fact that through this whole process, this whole journey, this whole road that I've been on, I really have become much more patient in life. And my attitude has really changed with patience as a way to peace, as a way to serenity. I come from an impatient group of men in my family. And people that have been around me years ago would probably say, yeah, you've been pretty impatient. And even, recently, before all this started, I wasn't patient where I was in my work world and in other things in my personal life. And I just wasn't patient. I wasn't willing to let the process go forward the way it should go forward. And so, I'm just happy. I'm grateful for the patience that I've learned and developed and practiced every single day. I guess I've been talking about a job with the Jefferson Parish Recreation Department for about a month now, maybe a month and a half, maybe 2 months. I don't even know. But anyway, tomorrow morning on Thursday, July 2nd, 2020, I'm going to go to the main office of the Jefferson Parish Recreation Department out in Metairie, Louisiana, and I'm going to fill out my new hire paperwork, and I believe I'm going to begin work on Friday or Saturday. So that the patience that I've had in this process, this is something I would have normally been getting frustrated with, and just said, well, you know what, I'll look for something else. It's not going at the speed I want it to go. And I've been patient throughout the whole process. I've mentioned it a couple of times here on RTHD, but hey, the patience is paid off, and I'm going to get in that program and start whatever position they want me to start at. And if I advance somewhere, that's great. If I don't, that's fine too. I'm going to be patient in that process. I'm not going to go in there saying, oh, I'm doing this today, and I hope that in a month I'm doing that, and in 2 months I'm doing that. I'm just one day at a time. I'm living one day at a time, 24 hours a day. I'm trying to win each and every day, and I'm just grateful for the patience that I've had over these past almost 4 months, but in particular the last few months as well. And so that's what I'm grateful for, and I hope your gratitude list today is a good one. I hope you got something from today's show. It's great to be back. I will see you tomorrow. That is a promise. Love you all so much. Take care. Peace.